So I'm Nicole. This is my photography studio in town. I've been in business in Merchantville for about 9 years now. I've been in the photography business, I would say, about 11, 12 years, give or take. What I do is kind of regular portraits, indoor, outdoor. I do weddings, babies, newborns, but I also started venturing into more of a fine art look, which are these like painterly type photos. So it looks like the photographs, they're edited in a style that looks like it's painted. All those are framed by Dr. Sharon, by the way, who you guys will be at down at the end. And then I also started doing the storybook series, which is a new venture for me. It's kind of putting you, your kids, your family in these very fantasy or whimsical world type things. I mean, you can pass this around once I talk a little bit, but the goal is to make, or I can just show you. It makes these little storybooks that hopefully you'll be able to pass down generation to generation, and it features your kids and you get to read the story to them at night or anything like that. So this one's an Alice in Wonderland type theme that I did. And like the wording can be customized, but the whole image is customized and done digitally in Photoshop by me. So she played the queen and Alice. But like if you have siblings, like one could be the queen and one could be Alice and all that good stuff. Yeah, so these are some of the things I do, but today we are going to do a little bit of tips on posing and utilizing light properly when you're taking like your cell phone pictures, because not all the time you're going to have the ability to hire a professional photographer. I'm sure a lot of you do it for headshots and stuff, which thank you for hiring someone and doing that in a professional manner because we appreciate it. But some things probably vary a little different, but I know you get posing and stuff like that when you do pageants and stuff and practices and whatnot. So let's go for some simple things first and then we'll talk about lighting. So one thing you always want to do is create shape with your body. So obviously just standing here like this isn't pleasant, this isn't attractive, this isn't appealing in a portrait. So even just dropping your foot starts, putting your hand in your waist, and a lot of people have a tendency to do the chicken arm. I don't like the chicken arm. So you don't want to do the chicken arm, you want to tuck it back. Because then it lifts yourself up some, puts, like doesn't spread you out more, kind of creates shape, but then also you can take this knee, cross it over some more, and then drop the hip. Now all of a sudden you have this shape forming in your body when you're posing. A lot of times too, you want to push things that you might not want to feature away from the camera. So for like this is fine, this is cute. But then just give it a little bit more. Elongate yourself this way. So you're pushing your hips and your body back away from the camera. And your face more towards the front of the camera. Also, you want to like always not have straight arms. So even this arm, even if it's laying here, you want to bend it just slightly to kind of create like a shape in your arm and your body. So you always want curve or shape or turn. A side way. So I always tell people to go this way. Same thing, drop your head, you can turn, but then you want to turn just your top half out. So like out and turn and like keep your body up. Turn your shoulder or do it like from your back and behind and stuff. And always if you want to do close-ups and headshots, give your hands something to do. Your hands should always be doing something, whether it's like in your pockets and out, but don't put your whole hand in because then it looks like your hands are cut off. And then you look like you have no hands. So always kind of keep at least a thumb out or do like a belt loop. If you have like a belt loop, you can put your thumb in your belt loop and just relax your hands. But then like you can always do something with your hands here, close up. And I always suggest moving like your hand a couple times because it will land in a nice spot. Because some people will just go like this when I tell them to like put their hand under their chin or like make a fist and something like just relax, like think flow, elegant, play with your hair some, move things around, just give your hand something to do so when you're in that close-up shot, it is kind of like giving your body still more to it than you normally would. And then let's see, let me get my actual thumb. So you might want to stand on this side now. The girl, I'll sit on the couch because we're going to use the couch. Does anyone want to be my model? Merdelin, do you want to do it? Or do you want to, you're sitting there, right? You want to just do it? Me? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So right now, like if you're at home, you're probably like, oh, this is so pretty. All the plants around it. I'm going to shoot and take it from this way. What do you think the main problem's gonna be? Anyone?
The light.
The lighting, because it's behind you.
Right.
So in front of you, even with your phone, if you take like your phone and you tap the thing, it's gonna brighten you up, but then the background's gonna blow out and just be all white and overexposed. So you don't wanna have that, you wanna kind of have it all. So I wouldn't suggest shooting this way unless you have like a giant light or something that's gonna fill the light here. If you have ring lights, you could utilize that, but it's probably gonna only get on your face and more than like the whole scene. So you need a wide light to like fill your ability and put the scene here. So what I would suggest is you always want to find the light. So you're gonna want to kind of come closer to the edge here. And then again, cross your feet, like tuck them back a little, and turn your top half more out this way, and relax. Yep, out. Good. So now you can all see, well, I don't know if you girls want to come over to the side so you can see the difference. So now they have this light falling across her face here, where before she was in full shadow there. So you want to be able to use the light, and even if you turn more, now see how it even lit up a little more. So you want to like have these abilities to do that. And now all this is still can be utilized and used, and I always suggest putting things to the foreground because it will draw your attention to the thing, because this will be all blurred out. So, and I also, it seems weird, but shoot upside down. Because if I go this way with it, you're gonna get all the top, all that stuff you don't wanna see. But if you shoot this way with it, you get more down here and all that stuff. So then you have all this blurred in the foreground, and then you have her up there and the thing. So you always wanna find the light. And a lot of times outdoors, like the beach, you know, you have your sunset or all this stuff. So then you wanna be in behind you, but again, the light's gonna be behind you. So you will need some sort of light source, or you're gonna blow out all those beautiful colors that you have. Unless you have the ability to Photoshop, you can do different exposures, like it's not gonna work. And if you're in like the bright sun, like it's noon, it's 1 o'clock, you can find shade, but then you don't want to still have the sun behind you. So find yourself a shady spot and make sure the sun's still at your front. Because the shade will help you from squinting and looking at it, but then you still get to let yourself off, and you still have those light sources. So it's really like, always put yourself, think of the sun as like your spotlight. It has to light you, you have to find a way for it to let you up. Tips, just one important one. Trees look lovely, bushes look lovely, do not stand right next to them. Oh, no. Everyone likes to go, oh, this tree's great, let me stand right next to this tree trunk. No, like you're not even gonna get the beauty of the tree if it's like right next to you because of the size of it. Stand literally several feet away from it so it's blurred in the background behind you. With any flowers, with anything that looks pretty, always keep yourself separated by several feet. You do not want to be on top of anything, a brick wall. I mean, brick walls sometimes, but like you want that depth. You want the, especially if you're using portrait mode, you want it to be blurred a little. You don't want to be like right up against something or right next to something because it's probably not going to visually fit the way you're thinking. So always find, like, if you want to use plants or flowers, I would say put them in front of you if you can. So you have the flower and stuff that, or really put them in like behind you, so then it outlines your body instead of being like right next to it, and then it just really doesn't work well or complement. I mean, maybe one day I can do like a cool workshop where we can walk around and find like cool like ways to take pictures and stuff like that, but I know you guys are on a tight schedule today. Is there any questions about what I do or tips?
Oh, you said to take it upside down?
Yes.
What does that say again? What's it about?
So it like gets more of whatever is lower than above. So like if you shoot like at a different angle, you're gonna get like different, like even if you go down and you wanna get like the sky, it'd be cooler to do like a lower angle shot to get the upper one than to down. So like in this case, we wanted more of the plants and fauna than just the top of the curtain wrap and stuff like that. So just switching your camera angles sometimes makes a huge difference of where your picture and stuff will turn out.
Can you take an example with my camera?
Yeah. So we kind of talked about lighting and like things you can pay
Lighting is
for.
everything. Oh my gosh.
Yes. So for example, like in here, you wouldn't want, even though that looks pretty, like if you don't have a light on this side, it's gonna be that very like shadowy because the light's behind you in this sense. So like what I suggested, like if you wanted to incorporate this area, like sit on the side and then kind of have your body angled so the light will still fall on your face and get like that different look and stuff like that, so you can get still a good picture and utilize things around you, like shoot like through the slants and stuff like that.
From the audience perspective,
Yeah.
gives you a difference. When you know how to pose versus when you don't.
Nicole, I mean, this is something I really always like to do. I went to school for psychology, oddly enough, and have a degree in it, but it didn't matter. Like, and I mean, I probably should have went art field. I think I just wasn't confident enough that I would be able to do anything with it, but I couldn't let it go. So I kept doing it on the side, and then eventually just grew into a business.
I love that.
Yeah.
And how long you been here? This is a nice space.
So I was in the smaller store next door for about 5 years, and then I came over here in 2020, so I've been in this spot
It's a
for
nice.
9 years in the building.
Wow. Very nice.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I'm like, I don't want
You
to
have a lot to play with.
Yes, because I do a lot of newborn things and kids, and I like to have the stuff here because I think outfits and like getting things is the hardest part. And it's like you're already paying for the session, you shouldn't have to buy things you're gonna only use once.
I like that.
So like I'd rather have it here for them to like use and stuff like
Yes,
that.
as long as you kind of know the direction they want to go.
Yeah. So like there's tons of little things,
So
outfits and stuff to use.
So cute. I want that outfit.
I know. I know the little girl stuff. It's so cute.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. So.
And the kids, that must be tough with, you have to have much more patience, yes?
Yeah, people are like, I don't know how you have the patience. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe that's the help with the psychology in me. But it's like, I know they can't control it. They can't do things. And as long as I just act friendly and kind and let them have their moments and get used to here, it always works out.
And they
People are-
respond.
Yeah, people are like, you're a miracle worker. Like I just had someone yesterday come.
I like
The
that.
2-year-old, it was for a newborn session. They were twins. The babies are perfect. The 2-year-old wasn't having it, but she was like, I don't know how you got her smiling and everything. I'm like, it's magic.
It's magic.
You got the
I got that
I got that touch, and I know how to work Photoshop. It's amazing. That's what years of experience get you.
Yes,
So-
Photoshop is not easy.
No, yeah.
Mm-mm. It's a lot of work.
No, I tried it once and I was like, I couldn't figure it out. It
Yeah.
was like, and I am like pretty good with like details and things like that, but I'm like, I need a whole class for Photoshop
Yeah.
because it was like certain gradients and all this other stuff.
You're talking about a high level. I'm just thinking about editing, just editing
Yeah,
for
just
social media.
regular
It's like,
things.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's so exhausting.
Right, yeah.
See what we
should
did
do-
for
we
you.
should do that.
Yeah. Thank you all for coming. This is really great. I'm glad you guys get to see our little town. It does have a lot of things in it. Can I get a group picture with everyone? Hey, Lugs,
Very good.
can you come take a picture for me? That's my son. He hangs out with me a lot during the summer. There's no school, no activities.
Great place to be.
I know, he's gotten used to being chilled, he likes it. So go on a second, because what, you want the face light, right? You want the like this,
And
like,
they do tell us how to pose.
I mean,
you want us all to do the same pose?
I mean, yeah, you probably should angle in, and you can either just like do your thing, like on the side, just turn your, pop out your shoulders out like a little bit. She's not the one saying sorry, but I do know this is me. Yeah. We have all words and passion. you.